Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. It is good to be here. It is good to be back. I'll give y'all a few minutes just to pop in. But Edgar Berlanga scored, what was it, sixth round TKO of McCrory. I'm really not impressed with Edgar Berlanga. He got it. He got his first knockdown. So now in the last 3 years, he stopped as many opponents as he has bitten. He has as many bites as he does stoppages. I don't really see it in Berlanga. I never really did, even when he got the 16 consecutive first-round knockouts. The guy obviously has some power. He's got really good power. I don't really see much else in him. Honestly, I think Jaime Munguia puts a beating on him. I think Jaime Munguia stops him. I really do. We had another. I don't know. Yeah, no, I think he stops him. I think Jaime Munguia definitely stops Edgar Berlanga. I just don't see it. I mean, he's still fighting this guy's at McCrory level. He's not. When he left Top Rank, I just didn't understand that because Top Rank built him up. Top Rank made him a name. Top Rank got him paid. And you look at the best name on his resume is who? Jason Quigley, right? Like by far it's Jason Quigley. Besides that, Alexis Angulo and McCrory. You go through, it's not impressive. He's already 26. I'm not saying he's old or he's not. He's 26, but like if at 26, 20-something fights, what is he? 22 fights into his career now? This is what you're fighting? I mean, this is who you are. When he became a free agent and everyone was bantering and bickering about, signing him, and everyone wanted Berlanga. I'm like, this guy better really be a box office draw because he's not a world-class fighter. He's not an elite fighter. And the more and more we see him, the more and more that is absolutely true. I mean, this guy, if he gets to a world title, they're going to have to hand him a vacated title. He's just not any good. Like, this guy's going to fight Canelo. This guy's going to fight Benavidez. No, he's not. Can't beat guys like that. He's not even competitive with guys like that. He's going to fight David Morrell. I think about the absurdity in that. Caleb Plant would box circles around this guy. He can fight. He can fight the Christian and Billy guy. He can fight someone like that. He could do something like that. But, I mean, he's not it. This guy's not it. Come say what's up as everyone pours in. Everyone leave your name, thoughts, comments. Let me know what you guys think. Just as a heads up, the Boxing Bookie is going to be out of town. I'm going to be on vacation all next week. So I'm going to put up another video, 2 more videos tomorrow. But then Monday through Friday, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be in Belize with my family. So I'm not going to put out any videos during the week. But if you're on the Patreon, and I'm going to put the link in the description. If you're in the Patreon, please feel free. Send me any questions, thoughts, comments, questions. I'm going to do my lock of the week, so you'll get the lock of the week. If you want me to handicap any fights, let me know. I'll let you know what I think. But I'm not going to bring my laptop with me at all. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm just going to respond to the Patreon. The Patreon, I'm putting the link in the description now. I'm putting the link in the chat now. So that's there. Yep, the link is in the chat. Please feel free to like and follow me. Subscribe to that. It's just $5 a month. You get the lock of the week. You can ask the Boxing Bookie anything, handicap, any fight. I will do that for you. If you want me to do a video, let me know. If you want me to, and you also get a free T-shirt with that too. So I mean, it's just $5 a month, and you get all that. Support the Boxing Bookie, and I'll give you the lock of the week. You'll make your money back. And just to let you guys know, all right. So we hit on this one. What is that? We are 11-3. Yeah, 11-3 the last 3 weeks. I mean, can't do a whole lot better than 11-3 over the last 3 weeks. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. We were 4-1 this week, and even the one we lost, we only lost half because I put Cruz on the over 7.5, and I took him by stoppage. So we missed on the stoppage, but we got him on the over. It went over 7.5. So I mean, we split that one. I really like Cruz by late stoppage, and that the fight was going exactly how I thought it was. But Zaparia, am I saying that right? I'm sure I'm not. He would not sit down. He would not fight. He basically ran from the beginning, from the first fight, from the first round on. He basically ran. Cruz did everything he could. For Cruz, I give the performance a B. It was good. It was not great. It wasn't the Stafford fight in San Francisco, but it was good. I mean, he did everything he could except get the stoppage. No shame in his performance there. Good performance. 3-0 now. Zamaripa, I think is how you say it. Zamaripa. He would not fight. He wouldn't engage. He tried a little bit in the 8th round, and Cruz kind of backed off in the 8th round. But besides that, the guy was in survival mode the entire night. It's just a shame. You get an opportunity like this. You get a big fight, the co-main event on a big card. You're never going to get an opportunity like this again. And this is how you fight. You don't even try to win the fight. And I understand Zamaripa is a back-to-back fight, but once that wasn't working for you, and once he was lighting you up, you got to try to engage. You got to try to win these rounds. You can't just give up round after round after round and say, hey, I went the distance. Yeah, you messed up my perfect week by going the distance. You did. I thought Andy Cruz would stop you. You messed my game plan up by going the distance. You did. You messed my perfect week up. But besides that, it didn't accomplish anything. But I want to touch on that as well. Guys, I'm 11-3 the last 3 weeks. So basically, I'm going 4-1. One week I only did four videos, but I usually do 5. I'm going 4-1. I went 4-1. Think about that. I'm going 4-1 every week. That's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. Making you money every single week. Every single week, the boxing bookie, if you're following all my bets, is putting money in your pocket. Every single week, we're putting money in your pockets. How many gambling advisors out there can really say that? How many people can really say they're having the success that I'm having? Not many, if any. Like I said, let's hit the subscribe, hit the like button, share this. The Boxing Bookie is on a warpath to become the #1 YouTube channel for sports betting, but more specifically boxing betting. I don't care about sports betting, boxing betting in specific. That's where I want to take this. I'm on a mission to do that. It's gonna happen. So like, subscribe, join the Patreon if you can. Like I said, the Patreon is just $5 a month. You get a ton of perks. You get a ton of goodies. You get lock of the week. You can ask the Boxing Bookie anything. I'll handicap any fight you want. Just let me know. There's a free T-shirt involved, which makes it worth all the while. Anyway, leave your thoughts, comments below. It was a really a good, pretty good card. Pretty good card. I made bet predictions on 3 of them. We hit on 2.5 of them. I'll say 2. We lost a little money on Andy Cruz not getting the stoppage. I really like Cruz to get the stoppage. It didn't happen. But, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The other fights, the Jonathan Rodriguez fight, that was a fun fight, wasn't it? Even at the Antonio Vargas and Jonathan Rodriguez fight, even when Vargas got dropped in the first, I wouldn't worry about it. Vargas is a better fighter than Jonathan Rodriguez. So I was comfortable and confident with that. And then when Vargas got the 2 points deducted for hitting Rodriguez down, that was a little eye-opening. Is he gonna get disqualified? They took 2 points, which was completely justified. And then Vargas dominated the fight, a competitive fight, but Vargas dominated from there on out. Rodriguez had moments and landed shots, but Vargas was clearly the better fighter, and I was confident that was the case. I was really confident that was the case going in. That was the one, and the Takuma Inoue and Tejas fight was one that a lot of people had questions about. And, clearly both those guys won by stoppage. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. Not completely off on those things. But it was a good day, start to finish. 4-1 on the day. All 5 of the fights I predicted were today. Over I didn't put anything on the UK on the afternoon card. I got the first card, Kosai Tanaka won, as I predicted. And then Takuma Inoue won, as I predicted. And then we hit Vargas, got the stoppage. Berlanga won, and Cruz won, but I took him to get the stoppage. That didn't happen, but he did go over 7.5. And remember, that fight was originally scheduled for 12. It was originally scheduled for 12. They moved it to 10. Don't know if that would have made any difference. Don't know if that mattered, but it was originally scheduled for 12. They moved it to 10. I don't know. 2 more rounds, 6 more minutes. Does Cruz stop him? Possibly, but who knows, right? Like, maybe not. Zamperia was really not engaging in that fight at all. He was uninterested in winning that fight. It looked like he just wanted to survive from the get-go. And it's just you're never going to get called again. If you fight, not only do you give yourself a chance to win the fight, like you put yourself in the fight, you give yourself a chance to win, but you also give yourself to be called back and to fight again on another card. You're never getting called back off a performance like that. They're never using you again. It's just not going to happen. It was boring. It was not competitive. You didn't look good for 1 second in that fight. You didn't even try. If you would have came in there and gave him hell and got knocked out in 4 rounds, okay, great. You made it a competitive fight. You fought hard. You gave our guy that work, and you just came up short. When you do this, it's just not engaging. There's no effort. And you look like you just wanted to survive. Like, you just came in there to survive and say, I went the distance. Who cares? Yeah, it's better than going with the distance with Andy Cruz? Beating Andy Cruz. And the only way you're going to beat Andy Cruz is if you fight Andy Cruz. And you didn't want to fight him. Not that you were going to win, but like, if you don't think you can beat him, don't show up. Right? Like, that's really all I can say. Like, let someone else take the fight. You got paid a lot of money. I don't know if you got paid a lot of money. You got paid money. Why not try to win the fight? Why not try to win? What did we think of Andy Cruz's performance? What do we think of Andy Cruz? You guys thought it was pretty good, or what'd you guys think? Were you happy with Andy Cruz's performance? We're going to get into Andy Cruz. We're going to get into Andy Cruz and Keyshawn Davis. I think Andy Cruz beats Keyshawn Davis. I know Keyshawn's last performance. I know boxing fans, we're fickle. We don't have very long memories. Keyshawn's performance was dominant. He got the stoppage over a better opponent. But can we be real right now? Andy Cruz still wins the fight. Like, Andy Cruz still beats Keyshawn Davis. He outboxes him. He's quicker. He's got more punches in his repertoire. There's more things that Andy Cruz can do. Higher ring IQ. Sharper skills. Better front foot fighter. Like, there's more things that Andy Cruz can do than Keyshawn Davis. I'm not saying Keyshawn Davis is bad or Keyshawn Davis sucks, or Keyshawn Davis is an excellent fighter. Keyshawn Davis is going to be a world champion at some point in his career. Andy Cruz is going to be a world champion at some point in his career. I'm just being 100. Like, Andy Cruz is going to be a world champion. Keyshawn Davis is going to be a world champ. If they fought next, February? If they fought July, who wins the fight? I think Andy Cruz does. But what do you guys think? I'm interested in knowing what you guys think. Andy Cruz wins. Keyshawn Davis. How does that fight go? How does a Keyshawn Davis fight go with Andy Cruz if they fought next? Fun fight, competitive fight. But again, I'm going to be out of town all next week, guys. Put anything you want me to talk about, anything you want me to answer. Put it in the chat. Let me know. I will definitely get to it. Really good day of boxing. Lots of fights on. And what do we think of Girasev? Are we just done with Girasev as being? I mean, like, the guy keeps winning. He won almost every round. Last year, he fought Calderon on the Regis Prograis, and it was Regis Prograis and Zaria card. It wasn't impressive then. He really hasn't been impressive since the Christian Gomez fight. And even the Christian Gomez fight wasn't that entertaining. I mean, Gomez got dropped a couple times, right? They like this guy. They like this guy, Girasov. I don't. He's good. Like, he keeps winning. Is this guy going to be a world champion? I don't see it. Like, I don't see him getting the wins at the highest level. I just, especially at that weight class. I mean, it's really, really, really good division. Always a loaded division. I can't see him winning a world title. It just seems like he's not that special. He's a good fighter. It's the wrong weight class. Like, he's going to beat Buchinas. He's not going to beat Stanionis. You know, like, who's he going to beat? Terrence Crawford? Like, who's he going to beat to get a world title? He's not beating Spence or Barrios or Enos. None of those guys. Can he beat Giovanni Santillan? Maybe. But I can't see Santillan getting a belt at 147 either. So it's just going to be a tough road for Girasov. Not that he's bad. He's a decent fighter. He's got decent abilities. He's got a good trainer. I think Joel Diaz is one of the best trainers in the sport. He'll max him out. He'll get him. But I just don't think that's going to be enough. And then back to Antonio Vargas and Jonathan Rodriguez. That was definitely the fight of the card. And the Japanese card was definitely the best card of the night, of the day, however you want to look at that. Pretty good day of boxing, start to finish, though. We get a lot of answers. Next week, we get Raymond Ford in a really good fight. I just dropped that video. Adebek Kamal, I can't say that guy's name at all. I'm going to try. Adebek Kolmatov. I may or may not be saying that right, but that's the big one next week. We got some other interesting fights next week as well. I'm going to do some videos on. I know a lot of you guys are interested in that Sam Eggington fight. I'm going to do a video on that. Abbas Barrow versus Sam Eggington. You got Amanda Serrano, of course. Duke Reagan fights Brandon Valdez. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. That's a decent card. Luis Alberto Lopez and Raya Abe in the main event. So it's a pretty good. And then the week after that, we got Zhang versus Parker and Ray Vargas versus Nick Ball. So, in a UK card. Joe Joyce versus Cash Ali. So, next week, 2 weeks down the road, it's going to be really good. This upcoming week, a little bit slow. I think it's a good week for me to go on vacation. What do you guys think? Is it a good week for me to go on vacation? Like, I'm taking a vacation at the right week. I'm not going to be able to do any videos. Like I said, I'm going to try to get 3 out for the week. I already got one out. I already got the Raymond Ford video out. So check that out. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do the Eggington, and I'm gonna do Luis Alberto Lopez, and those are the 3 I'm gonna do this week, and that's what I'm gonna get out, and then I'm gonna be gone Monday through Friday. If you need to communicate with me, join the Patreon. You can message me on Patreon. I will respond. I will have my phone on the beach. I'm in Belize with my family, but I won't have my laptop, so I won't be able to do any videos. I would love to, but my wife don't want me doing that, so I'm gonna not bring the laptop. I'm going to try to give my wife and family a break. I got 3 little kids. It's my little son's birthday. My son is 8, but he's born on Leap Day. My son is born on February 29th. So this is like his 2nd birthday. His first birthday, we went to Disney World. I guess that would make him 4 or however you want to look at that. So on February 29th, my son will turn 2 or 8 or however you want to look at that. It's been 4 years since we took him to Disney World. It was crazy because it was February 29th. Like a week later was when the world shut down and went crazy. So we went just the right time. And now we're taking him to Belize. It's first time out of the country. We're going to try to do something for him big every 4 years on his birthday. But so I'm going to be out of town. I'm not going to be able to do any videos. But again, if you communicate with me, please feel free to join the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, guys. I know it's a tough financial time. It's a tough financial time for everyone. I totally get it. But it's $5 a month. And like I said, I'm 11-3 the last 3 weeks. I've actually been on absolute fire all year. Going back to December 30th, the last 2 months, I've like this is one of the I think honestly this is one of the best streaks that anyone's had in sports betting, and you guys get to witness it. I just I'm 4-1, 5-0, 4-0, 4-1 every single week, and I'm hoping you guys are coming along for the ride. But anyway, join the Patreon. The link is in the description. It's $5 a month. If I get enough of you guys, I'm going to start a Discord too, and we can communicate in that. But the Patreon is really the best place for us to communicate. But we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. It's already after 11 where I am. I got a long day. I got to pack. I got to do stuff. But it was a good day of boxing. Really, really good day of boxing. I'm still stinging over Andy Cruz not being able to get the finish. If Andy Cruz just could have got the finish, then it would have been perfect day. Perfect ending to the day. Little disappointed not too many of y'all showed up in the chat. It's cool. We're gonna keep going live. I always appreciate communication. You guys are great. But we're gonna wrap this up now. Edgar Berlanga scores the 6th round TKO over McCrory. Girasev gets a weird technical decision. I don't understand why that went to the cards. It wasn't a foul, right? Like if there was a foul, he was on every look at the TV because of the unintentional foul. It goes to the scorecards, but it wasn't a foul. He just tripped and turned his ankle. Then the fight's over. If he can't continue, the fight's over. It's a technical knockout, right? I don't. If he doesn't get out of the corner, he quits on a stool. He quits on a stool. I'm not saying it's unjustified, but if he quits on a stool, he quits on a stool. I don't understand how that's a technical decision. Technical decision is actually no foul. There was no foul, right? Like if there's a headbutt, it's an accidental foul, and you go to the scorecards. Okay. If you just can't fight anymore, then you lose via technical knockout, which is what I saw. I need someone to explain to me how that was, how the Girasev Cano fight is a technical decision. How that goes to the scorecards. How that's not a knockout, technical knockout. I didn't understand that. I don't know. All right, guys, gonna wrap this up. Good show, good talk. Yep, it's February 24th, 2024. From Texas to the world, thank you and God bless.